on behalf of the class of 2025, I would like to welcome you to the 29th commencement exercises of Mayo High School for Math, Science, and Technology. Today, we celebrate a very special milestone in the lives of 75 young people. Because so many of you have been such an important part of our lives for so long, we are especially happy that you can share this time with us. This is a joyous occasion for the class of 2025, and we want it to be a dignified one. Therefore, we request that you remain seated throughout the ceremony. In order for you to be able to relax and enjoy the ceremony, a professional photographer will be here to take pictures of the graduates as they receive their diplomas. Please turn off or silence all mobile devices and alarms. We ask that you refrain from outbursts, especially during the presentation of diplomas. These requests will ensure that all of our precious graduates' names can be heard when they are called. This ceremony is being broadcast live. Thank you for your cooperation in making this evening a memorable event.
It gives us great pleasure to introduce our distinguished guest. With us today are the following members of the Darlington County Board of Education. Please stand when I call your name. Mrs. Lee Ann Kelly, Mrs. Audrey Gore, Mr. Charles Govan, Mrs. Wanda Hassler, Mr. Warren Jeffords, and two board members who have Mayo seniors today, Mrs. Valencia Thomas and Mrs. Amanda Thompson. Also present from our school district are Dr. Tim Newman, Superintendent of Darlington County School District, Dr. Maryman Nichols, Chief Academic Officer, Mr. Eddie Schuler, Executive Director of Administration and Operations, Mrs. Renee Douglas, Chief Financial Officer, and Dr. Arlene Wallace, Darlington County District School Hearing Officer. We also have two district officials who are also senior parents, Mr. Chuck Miller, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, and Dr. James Ford, Director of Secondary Education.
Because of our magnet status at Mayo High School for Math, Science, and Technology, our students can also attend the Darlington County Institute of Technology and participate in band, cheer, and athletic organizations at their originally zoned schools. We would like to recognize one staff member from another school who is in attendance. From Darlington High School, Dr. Brandon Johnson, Director of Bands.
We would also like to recognize the following members of the Mayo family: Mrs. Danielle Watkins, our school counselor, Mrs. Dawn Taylor, assistant principal, who will be calling all seniors forward to receive their diplomas, Mrs. Stephania Lennard, principal for Mayo High School for Math, Science, and Technology. Next, we would like to recognize the following senior academic advisors: Mr. Joshua Barkis, Dr. Jill Knight, Ms. Teresa Proctor, Mrs. Lisa Sanders, Mrs. Ruth Taylor, and Dr. Kimberly Turner. We also have special guests who have supported Mayo throughout the years: State Representative Robert Williams, Representative Cody Mitchell, and Senator J.D. Chaplin, former faculty members Mr. Jay Flowers, Ms. Candace Jackson, Dr. Ashley Barrett, and Dr. Kendra Williamson.
Please stand for the prayer and remain standing for the pledge. Dear God, we have come today to celebrate and acknowledge the achievements, triumphs, and realizations of these 75 students in the class of 2025. We have each accomplished 12 years of schooling, guided by our teachers, parents, and friends, learning along the way how to stand independently on our own 2 feet. For that lesson, we would like to thank you today for our friends whose laughter and encouragement filled our years with memories, our parents who have picked us up and dusted us off every time we have stumbled, and finally, our teachers who have inspired our desire for knowledge and set the paths each of us is inspired to take. And as we head down these paths, let us also pray for your guidance, so that we may each realize our dreams as well as our hopes, beginning our own course with the assurance of a bright future. Amen.
Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag Thank you. Please be seated.
Good evening, teachers, faculty, family, friends, and of course the Mayo class of 2025. Before I begin, I ask that you join me in a moment of silence for Dylan Adams, Ms. Carissa Lannon, our former technology specialist, and any other loved ones who passed away throughout our careers as students. Furthermore, I ask for you to pray for another graduate, Amia Wyndham, who was in a bad car crash earlier today. I would now like to thank my parents, my grandparents, and Cassidy for always supporting me. My brother Caden, who I've always strived to be better than, and for setting a high bar to be chased. My teachers and other faculty for guiding me along the way. Our administrative staff, all of my soccer, track, and football coaches, each and every one of my classmates, and most importantly, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, the lit lamp to my feet in trying times, and the one who took me in after I ran away from him for so long, whom I owe my entire life to. I could not be in this position if it were not for you all. When I finished my English 102 exam for KT last week, I thought I was done with writing assignments. Then I was told I had to write this speech. Naturally, I didn't start writing until last night. Some may call it procrastination, but I prefer to say that I work better under pressure. Pressure makes diamonds, after all. And diamonds can be cut in many ways to be made beautiful. And that's exactly what happens at Mayo. When my fellow students and I arrived on campus in 2021, we were immediately caught up in the change of pace from middle school. Our freshman year was a year of adaptation, filled with uncertainty as we fully transitioned back to on-campus learning for the first time since 7th grade. We got to experience back-to-school bashes, academic renaissance, field day, Miss Mayo, Mayo Mania, and many other Mayo traditions. We got to see Mr. Cook's robot for the first time. Many of us opted to complain about physical science, but I thought it was pretty neat, aside from the sig digs. We were Miss Watkins' last English class before transitioning to guidance counselor. We got to meet our wonderful media specialist, Miss Galloway. At the end of the year, we had to say goodbye to Dr. Wallace as our principal, and with her tucking our shirts in. You know, she made me tuck my shirt in all 4 years before I even attended the school while Caden was there. I was just a visitor. Sophomore year, everything was taken up a notch. We could no longer use the excuse that we were freshmen. Instead, we had to embrace the concept, hard work pays off, while learning a new idea, keeping the main thing, as we welcomed our new principal, Miss Leonard, with her own personal brand of excellence. Sophomore year was also the year I began playing football, sparking an on-campus yet cross-county rivalry between the Lamar Silver Foxes, the Darlington Falcons, and the Hartsville Red Foxes. But of course, Silver Foxes are the best. We got to go on journeys around the world with Jay Flo in his world history class, where we learned every single country on the globe. Sadly, we had to part ways with Mr. Flowers at the end of the year. We got to work out math problems for 5 more golden minutes with Miss Baker every day. Although I saw Miss Baker using her 5 golden minutes to order Highway 9 sushi rolls from Konnichiwa this past Tuesday. We got to experience Maxie's cake pops for the first time at winter formal. We even got the opportunity to have our first AP class, AP Art History, with Miss O. And of course, we can't forget all the students who left Mayo to go to the governor's school, even if they're traitors. Sophomore year was a year of chiseling, finding what we were made of deep down and working through all the hard stone to get to it. Summer 2023 going into junior year, I was blessed to be able to go on the Mayo Globetrotters Europe trip. Those of us in Europe, students and teachers alike, bonded greatly after a 12-hour layover and a missed flight. In fact, I could write a complete separate speech on those 2 weeks alone. Then school started. We finally passed the halfway point. We were upperclassmen. We had to take the ACT and the ACT and the SAT and the WIN assessment. We even began forming an idea of what we wanted to do after graduation to lessen the load in our future, senior, and now current selves. Of course, we still had classes. We had to choose between AP US History with Dr. Knight or US History Honors with Dr. Barrett, where we would learn many, many, many dates, of which I remember 1 or 2. Some of us had the opportunity to attend DCIT to gain hands-on experience in our prospective careers. During that afternoon time slot in environmental biology, Ms. Taylor taught us how to not only be kind, but to label animals and plant crops in our community garden. We even started a new and improved Earth Day celebration. And to end the year, many of us got to see the class of 2024 off as junior marshals and ushers. Junior year was a year of being shaped, cut, and refined. Senior year was for polishing, making sure that each and every one of us could shine bright in the darkness overwhelming this world. We finally had that Lamar versus Darlington football game we had all been waiting for, but we won't talk much about that. We got to welcome 2 new history teachers, Breezy Britt and Miss Alexander, but we sadly had to say bye to Justin Cino Reyes. Some of us didn't do our anatomy and physiology notes until lunch the day that they were due, but I won't call out any names. That v Fit was created, and with it, many memories. Ms. Dawn Taylor was dubbed the Dawn, and we took a multitude of college classes, online language electives, the ASVAB test, and some of us even decided to retake the SAT the morning of prom. Of course, there were many nights where we stayed up until the next morning, working on homework, essays, and projects. But we were rewarded by getting to dissect pigs, chicken legs, sheep brains, shark pouches, cow eyes, etc. in anatomy with Miss Duke and biology 2 with Dr. Bailey. We displayed spirit during spirit weeks, our senior stroll and field day. We even got tug of war added in as a competition, which we of course won. We all applied to colleges and scholarships, shared heartfelt moments at class night, and we decided on postgraduate plans for the fall of 2025. These past 4 years have shaped us into who we are. We are record breakers, Beta State presidents, Boys State governors, Hearts of the Phoenix, college board scholars, college athletes, future cadets, problem solvers, first-generation students, brothers and sisters. We are Mayo. Words truly cannot describe how proud I am of each and every one of you. I can't wait to watch all of you succeed in life. I hope and pray that none of you ever settle for less than what you are worth. I wish you and your families all the very best. Now I offer you something more valuable than the diamonds I compared each of us to. Jesus Christ, the Lord and Savior of our world. 1 Peter 1, verse 7 states, "Your faith is more precious than gold that perishes even when tested by fire. It is to be counted for praise, glory, and honor at the revelation of Jesus Christ." God speaks to us through Peter by reminding us that the most valuable and important things in our life is our faith. More valuable than gold, more valuable than rubies or diamonds, even more valuable than our life. In John chapter 14, verse 6, Jesus tells us that he is the way, the truth, and the life, and that no one gets to the Father except through him. He is the all-expenses-paid ticket to eternal life. All you have to do is put your faith and trust in him, invite him into your heart, and let him guide you every step of the way. That being said, a diamond can't be beautiful in the darkness. 1 John 1, verse 5 says, "God is light, and in him is no darkness at all." And Psalms chapter 27, verse 1 proclaims, "The Lord is my light and salvation." I already said we were diamonds cut and polished to reflect light. Let us be a city on a hill reflecting Jesus wherever we go. As we move into the next chapter of our lives, I encourage you, class of 2025, to stand strong in your faith through all the trials, to remember that your relationship with Jesus is more important than anything this world can offer. To you all, I encourage you that if you do not know Jesus, to come speak to me anytime so we can talk about what that relationship looks like and what it means. Thank you.
Thank you, Grayson, and thank you for recognizing Amia. Our hearts are with her and her family. Good evening, graduates, families, parents, grandparents, faculty and staff, district administration, Darlington County School Board, our leaders. Thank you all for being here with us tonight. My heart is full. At this time, it is my pleasure to recognize students who have earned the South Carolina Academic Achievement Honors Award. The state of South Carolina recognizes exceptional academic accomplishments according to the following criteria: completion of the required 24 credits as prescribed, earning a minimum of a B for each semester through the 7th semester, and having earned a combined score on the SAT of 1,400 or the equivalent on the ACT of 31. Students receiving this honor tonight should add it to the left inside sleeve of their diploma. We are pleased tonight to recognize 4 students. Students, when I do call your name, if you would join me on the stage. They are Grayson Booth, that's yours. Stay over here. Seth McElveen, Savannah Odom, and Johnny Suggs. Congratulations. In 2016, Darlington County School District and Mayo High School for Math, Science, and Technology partnered with the Governor's School for Science and Mathematics to offer an exceptionally unique and transformative engineering program called Accelerate. Accelerate provides students with an integrated set of courses that are aligned with the first year of a college engineering program. On Saturday, May 17th, GSSM celebrated the senior class of 2025 at the Presswood Country Club in Hartsville, South Carolina. Tonight, we are proud to recognize the following Accelerate completers. These students' engineering research projects are noted in the graduation program. Students, when I call your name, if you would please stand at your seat. They are Kennedy Jones, Savannah Odom, and Johnny Suggs. Thank you. This evening, I'm pleased to announce that this class has been offered in excess of $23 million in scholarships. That's proof positive of our school's motto, hard work pays off. Tonight we gather not just to celebrate this milestone, but to honor a journey. And class of 2025, what a journey this has been. You began high school in one of the most uncertain chapters in our shared history. While the world paused, pivoted, and reeled, you began. In isolation, you found ways to connect. Amid confusion, you sought clarity. In a world that often felt out of your control, you discovered your own power. You're not just any graduating class, you are a pivotal generation. A living reminder that resilience is not a concept reserved for textbooks. It is inside of you. Your ability to adapt, to rise, and to keep showing up is nothing short of extraordinary. Look around you right now. Think about freshman year. Can you remember your classmates? Have they grown? Have you grown? After all of the first days of school, the back-to-school bashes, the Phoenix Fun Fridays, the academic renaissance programs, the Honor Society inductions, the beta trips, the field days, and all of your senior events, this will be your final gathering as students. The next time you come together, you will be alumni. Speak truth about your alma mater. Speak of all the goodness and the growth that took place here. Carry it forward with pride. This school is more than a place. It is a part of who you are becoming. At this time, if there are any Mayo High School Golden Bears in the audience, would you please stand and be recognized? We thank you for your presence and your legacy. Your continued connection to this school reminds us that this community doesn't end with a diploma, it endures. If there are any Mayo High School for Math, Science, and Technology alumni in the audience, please stand at this time and be recognized. Thank you. We thank you for your presence and your continued support. Each generation of graduates builds upon your legacy. Thank you for setting the bar high. Lastly, but not least, I would like to take this time to recognize Dr. Arlene B. Wallace former principal of Mayo High School for Math, Science, and Technology. If you would please stand and be recognized. Thank you, Dr. Wallace, for your legacy of hard work and high expectations. We appreciate you. Now, to my graduates, before you walk across the stage and receive your diploma, let me offer you my final reflection. There may be moments in your lives when doubt whispers, maybe the future isn't mine. But I'm here tonight to remind you, it is. It has always been yours. And it's yours to shape with courage, dignity, and clarity. The world may give you reasons to point fingers or to assign blame. Please don't waste your energy there. True strength comes from taking ownership and responsibility of your path, from holding yourself accountable, from refusing to let adversity define your story. Yes, the journey is yours, but you do not walk alone. Lean on your community. Be humble enough to listen and wise enough to seek clarity. Turn the music down when you need to. Sometimes when I'm driving, I have to turn the music down to see where I'm going. Life follows the same rule. Stillness brings vision. Don't let hurdles stop you, let them build you. Don't sleep on your stepping stones, the quiet wins, the small lessons, the hard-earned moments that shaped your character. They matter more than you know. So audit your days. Every one of them is a gift, and what you do with each one is your offering to the world. Surround yourself with believers, dream chasers, builders, people who fan your flame, not your fears. Silence your critics. Walk away from gossip. Stay focused on your vision, because you are the author of your own story. And starting now, you are crafting your own personal brand of excellence. So class of 2025, stand tall. Take pride in how far you've come. Walk boldly into what's next. In just a few moments, you will be called forward to receive your diplomas. But know this, you are not just receiving a piece of paper. You are claiming the foundation that you have laid, the work you have done, and the future you're stepping into. And I congratulate you, class of 2025. At this time, let us prepare to confer the diplomas. Before we begin, again, we kindly ask your cooperation in maintaining the dignity and the spirit of this occasion. Each graduate deserves to hear his or her name and to be celebrated without distraction. We ask that you hold your applause and your cheers until the last name is read, so every student has a moment to shine. Let's honor their hard work and this milestone with respect, the respect that it truly deserves. Senior advisors, if you would please join us on stage. Joining us also is Mrs. Valencia Thomas, representative for the District School Board, and Dr. James Ford, representative for Darlington County's District Administration.
Good evening. The following students have earned an overall GPA of 4.5 or higher by the end of the 8th semester and are recognized this evening with the highest honor as Darlington County Board of Education Scholars. Please come forward to receive your diploma as I call your name. Allie Lynn Bailey, daughter of Dr. Paula Bailey and Mr. Greg Bailey. Kaylee Aaron Batchelor, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Richard Batchelor. Valedictorian Grayson Parnell Booth, son of Mr. and Mrs. Paul Booth. Graves Elizabeth Bryan, daughter of Dr. and Mrs. Jack Bryan. Daniel Timothy Boudrum, son of the Doctors Boudrum. Nishayla Enise Cade, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Terrence Cade. Brady Michael Campbell, son of Mr. and Mrs. Robert Campbell. Riley Christopher Cronauer, son of Mr. and Mrs. Chris Cronauer. Kaylee Ann Diven, daughter of Miss Rosie Goanechi and Mr. Jonathan Diven. Salutatorian, Louis Bryson Griggs, son of Mr. and Mrs. Jacob Griggs. Kingsley Elaine Haynes, daughter of Miss Sharon Haynes. Susanna Jules Hayden, daughter of Dr. and Mrs. Mark Hayden. Angela Elizabeth Gale Helmig, daughter of the Reverend and Mrs. David Helmig. Haley Elizabeth Huggins, daughter of Miss Brandy Sowers and Mr. James Huggins. Kennedy Alexis Jones, daughter of Miss Lisa Lyde and Mr. Larry Jones. Maxley Ray MacArthur, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Mac MacArthur. Cassidy Brooke Maloney, daughter of Miss Kristen Maloney and Mr. Philip Maloney. Seth Jesse McElveen, son of Mr. and Mrs. Charles Kenneth McElveen III. Nicholas James Mishaw, son of Miss Ginger Mishaw and the late Mr. Jim Mishaw. Savannah Nicole Odom, daughter of Mr. Thomas Odom. Kirsten Nicole Phillips, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Keith Phillips. Adriana Elizabeth Porter, daughter of Miss Danielle Welch and the late Mr. Dennis Porter. Owen Eli Poston, son of Mr. and Mrs. Daniel Poston. Johnny Theodore Suggs, son of Miss Tammy Dennis and the late Mr. Johnny Suggs. Emma Lucy Thomas, daughter of Dr. and Mrs. Jude Thomas. Emma Riley Thompson, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Eric Thompson. Lydia Wang, daughter of Miss Jen Lee and Mr. Chang Shou Wang. India Grace Watford, daughter of Miss Kimberly Owens and Mr. Wayne Watford. Congratulations, Board of Education scholars. The next group of students have earned an overall GPA of 4.25 to 4.49 by the end of the 8th semester and are recognized tonight as Darlington County Honor Graduates. Please come forward to receive your diploma as I call your name. Emily Ray Anderson, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Johnny Ray Anderson. Gracie Michelle Branton, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Kyle Branton. Alexis Mardell Venice Johnson, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Eugene Johnson. Ziva Brooklyn Lanier, daughter of Mr. Randy Lanier, the late Miss Deborah Wood Lanier, and sister of Mr. Alan Quinn. Caitlin Ray O'Donnell, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Richard O'Donnell. Penelope Gail Perez, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Eduardo Perez. Landon Bryce Pruitt, son of Mr. and Mrs. Brandon Thomas and Mr. Robbie Herring. Matthew Thomas Smith, son of Miss Chris Ann Smith, Mr. Frankie Best, and Mr. Scott Smith. Sophia Calise April Stevens, daughter of Miss Amanda Miles and Mr. William Stevens. Congratulations, Darlington County School District Honor graduates. The next group of students will be earning their South Carolina diploma tonight. Please come forward as I call your name. Brayson Cole Aldrich, son of Mr. and Mrs. Bradley Aldrich. Bryson Orrin Andrews, son of Mr. and Mrs. Lee Andrews. Tanaya Amani Marche Bonaparte, daughter of Miss Tawana Bonaparte. Nevaeh Michaela Bostick, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Paris Bostick. Phoenix Amber Boyd, daughter of Miss Danielle Keith. Phoenix Amber Boyer, daughter of Miss Danielle Keith. My apologies. Xavier Jawan Bull, son of Mr. Chantel Bull. Olivia Gail Burnell, daughter of Miss Miranda Barker and Mr. Stephen Neff. Jordan Elijah Butler, son of Miss Lashley Smith and Mr. LeBrent Butler. Anna Lee Carter. Anna Lee Carter, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Charlie Carter. Hassani Akil Davis, son of Miss Deidre Davis. Keandra Jalea Dickey, daughter of Miss Lakeisha Dickey and Mr. Leo Pooler. Kendall Taylor Flowers, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Chris Flowers. Skylar Elizabeth Ford, daughter of Dr. and Mrs. James Ford. Jalasia Nalia Ham, daughter of Miss Natasha Green, Mr. Robert Ham III, and granddaughter of Miss Barbara Jenkins. Hayden Howard Hicks, son of Miss Joanne Baker and Mr. Howard Hicks. Thomas Huntley Hopkins, son of Mr. and Mrs. Neil Hopkins. Addison Alexis Al, daughter of Miss Christina Thomas, Mr. Clint Al, and the late Miss Candace Al. Tajay Kareem Jackson, son of Miss Whitney McCullough and Mr. Curtis Jackson. Brennan David Jones, son of the Doctors Jones. Justin Cade Kennington, son of Mr. and Mrs. Chris Kennington. Brianna Amari Mack, daughter of Miss Sierra McMillan and Mr. Lamontro Mack. Tatiana Imani Mack, daughter of Miss Sierra McMillan and Mr. Lamontro Mack. Victoria Gray Miller, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Charles Miller. Caden Corey Lee Mullins, son of Mr. and Mrs. William Mullins. Zachary Nicholas Pulling, son of Miss Andrea Campbell and Mr. David Pulling. Darius Markel Rufus, son of Miss Sandra Benjamin and Mr. Tony Orange. Javen Michael Schaefer, son of Mr. and Mrs. Corey Dameron and Mr. and Mrs. Aaron Schaefer. Raiden Jonathan Schaefer, son of Mr. and Mrs. Corey Dameron and Mr. and Mrs. Aaron Schaefer. Leighton Mackay Tylee Singletary, son of Miss Terrielle Singletary and Mr. Lorenzo Zimmerman. Zaira Tavaria Span, daughter of Miss Kayla Allen and Mr. D'Antonius Span. Ava Grace Steele, daughter of Miss Joy Steele. Michael Brooks Sumner, son of Miss Rebecca Sumner and Mr. Matthew Collins. Good catch. Catherine Elizabeth Wallace, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. John Wallace. Ronnie Lee Weaver, son of Mr. and Mrs. Ronnie Weaver. David Noah Williams, son of Miss Michelle Taylor, Mr. Jeffrey Santala, and Mr. Jonathan Taylor. Marquita Zakira Williams, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Marcus Williams. Naquan Talik Williams, grandson of Miss Sharon Gurley. Madam Principal, the following candidates before you have successfully completed the required course of studies as set forth by the State Department of Education and upon the recommendation of the Faculty and Administration of Mayo High School for Math, Science, and Technology.
Graduates. Can, test. Test. I need one of your mics. Thank you. Candidates, please rise. Having successfully completed the required course of studies as set forth by the State of South Carolina Department of Education to graduate with the required units and successfully complete all of your high school assessments, and upon the recommendation of the faculty and administration, I hereby confer upon you the South Carolina High School Diploma with all the rights, honors, and privileges thereto appertaining. Candidates, you may now turn your tassel. You are now members of the Mayo High School for Math, Science, and Technology alumni. Graduates, you may now toss your caps. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, if you would please rise for the recessional and allow us to properly congratulate our graduates by allowing all of the graduates to exit before you.